Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Bleak Faith Forsaken. So, we are, of course, still in Uranopolis. You can see that I placed my Mirage over there, on the way to the final set of towers. Right, and our objective marker is, I guess, on top of that bridge leading off to the final tower? Well, we'll see how that goes. That tower there, I think, is the one that the Sky Serpent curls around and rests at before, oh yeah, flying right over this, almost want to say mountain range, but I mean it's buildings, I guess, technically. It's kind of a fusion between a mountain and buildings, though. Yeah, then it just flies under the bridge and around that set of towers. And back there. Anyway, that's not the point, of course. So, what I did in between episodes, because I did something, is I did actually go ahead and put my Mirage pretty close to that first area that's beyond this whole middle structure here, and grinded those enemies there for a while, for a couple of reasons. Well, first of all, as I mentioned, that I noticed they dropped really good stuff, especially those spiny skeletons. Let's see here. So I got a bunch of things. 23 greater regenerative fluids, actually. Those are mostly from the claw enemies, those tougher ones. But we have 41 of the regular regenerative fluid, which is just super nice to have as a backup healing thing. That's what I was honestly mainly after. I guess in the process we probably also got like dozens and dozens of regular healing potions. That would be all the way up here. Oh, okay, it's actually only 55? I thought we should have more. Maybe I got pretty lucky with these last couple of rounds. I got mostly regenerative fluid, because they can drop either one or the other. Anyway, so we got a bunch of healing items and other buffing potions, forsaken concoctions. Actually, I suppose I haven't really been getting many of these, since, yeah, clearly I did not. Okay, anyway, they dropped a variety of different ones, I suppose. Maybe they had a chance, especially those claw enemies, had a chance to drop, like, any of these various agility concoctions, forsaken Dreadguard. Yeah, that's why I don't have a one big stack of either of them. Just a couple of each. Anyway, so that was nice to have on the side. Of course, I also was gaining experience. In fact, I gained one level, and I'm pretty close to the next one as well. I guess we can put... I mean, I waited until I would record again to put the points in, so... Oh. Okay, and that actually gives us +3 bonus, finally. So, I guess it starts rounding up at 2.1, right? Because we're getting 10%. Of our 21 points. Okay, I mean, I'll take it. And then an extra point in strength, and maybe just a couple more points in strength, because I also would like to have the ability to carry more, heavier armor. Because why not? Because there definitely are enemies. Specifically these claw enemies. I guess I'll keep going into the thing that I was going to do anyway. Yeah, they hit like so hard. They hit 5 to 10 times harder than either the Ronin enemies or the skeleton enemies in the same area. Even the big, magic giant in the first part of this area doesn't deal nearly as much damage unless you get hit by a full barrage of its magic, I suppose. But yeah, these guys are just ridiculous. If you get hit by their... Even just their normal claw combo can almost one-shot me at this point. But the thing is, so these started off being almost impossible, right? And of course now I start messing it up. But the longer I kept fighting these, and I've killed, I suppose, a couple dozen of them at this point, these have actually become... I've actually become much more consistent at killing these without even taking damage in most cases. Again, of course, it would not go that way on the one that I decided to do on camera. The first one. Let's see if I can actually show you a better example of how this has been going. Oh, well, not when they use that attack. That's pretty rare, but yeah, so long as they just use those attacks, you can just back off, use your own heavy attack, and dodge them very reliably like that. Sometimes you get a nice crit, and, you know, and that's how that goes. Anyway, so, yeah, I was killing them. I was also killing that magic giant, because they drop regular crystals of various kinds. I think it's just random, they can drop any kind, and I got 2 of those that give 40 leech rating. Oh yeah, right, there was also one more thing, right? So at the end of last episode I said that there was one thing, I felt like there was one thing I wanted to go back to Handler for, and I couldn't remember. It was actually putting in that 40 leech rating, you know, replacing the 20 leech rating with 40 in my weapon, which I did. I mean, I don't think it really makes any big difference. Maybe it's like 1 point more health leeched per attack, but it's at least something, right? And now we have 2 more of those. Of those bigger crystals. Not the greater ones, but just the non-minor ones. These enemies, I find their attacks so hard to read. Sometimes they just stand there and get stunned by my normal attacks. Other times they just keep attacking while I'm also attacking, and I just end up taking damage. But the thing is, they deal so much less damage than the claw enemies that I can mostly ignore them and just, you know, attack through, just tank their attacks. I'm gonna heal a good portion of what they deal to me in the process, and it just works out. Sometimes they still catch me with a big combo and they can deal more damage, but yeah, they're definitely the much less consistent of these 2 enemy types here. There should be one more. Yeah, there he is. Enemies really blend in. These gray enemies in this, you know, among these gray rocks. When you stun them, yes. Sometimes, I don't know why exactly, they don't get stunned by the stomp. And they just, yeah. I guess they have some sort of hyper armor because they're in the middle of a certain attack or something. Anyway. So, yeah, that's what I've been doing. I was farming the enemies at the beginning of this area, as I said, where the giant is. And then I eventually decided to, you know, get ready for recording this next episode. So I reset my Mirage, walked all the way up to there, but, you know, as I showed you. Wait, what am I doing? I guess I'm gonna reset. So I put my Mirage there where I showed you. Well, exactly here where we're about to pop up, in fact. And on the way there, of course, I came by that open field. Well, actually... what am I doing? Actually, I only wanted to show off what I've been doing. I'm not going to go back and kill them again, although one more round might give me the level up. Maybe, but there are also, you know, more enemies ahead. And one more thing I wanted to talk about. Sorry for jumping all over the place, it's just, you know, it's just how it is. So I think I figured out, I didn't quite crack the code, I wouldn't go that far, but I definitely figured out a bit more about how the weird experience scaling system works. So it has to be something like, obviously you get like the full amount of experience, or maybe even just straight up a bonus experience for killing the first enemy of any enemy type, right? Your first encounter with any enemy is always going to give you a big, relatively big chunk of experience, and then every subsequent one is going to be less. But even not just each individual enemy, but just per enemy type, right? As soon as you kill an enemy of a type, all enemies of that type give you less experience. It doesn't matter which one you kill first. I mean, this is all my theory so far, anyway. And then the more you kill the same individual enemy, you know, the same instance of a spawn of an enemy, I guess, I don't know how to better describe it. Like, there are four of the claw enemies there and one skeleton, right? And when I went back just now, just before starting this recording, and killed the first one of the claw enemies near the entrance there, he gave me 1500 experience, when all the ones back at the beginning were down to giving me like 200, I think 299 is what they settled on eventually. Which is still okay. I mean, it's not nothing, but obviously compared to our 25,000 we need, yeah, that would still be quite a grind if I wanted to level up just on those. But 1500 was pretty good. I mean, I was really just going to kill them all and take a good look around. And yeah, by the way, I did not find any more items or anything, any other paths or anything over there. So it looks like we completely explored that platform there. Yeah, and then I killed the next one, but that one was only worth 1,200, so it seemed to immediately go back down. But then the next one was, I think, one in the back was also 1,500 again. I could be wrong. Maybe it was 12. Either way, and then I, reset, or maybe I was killed, and then the first one was only worth 1,200, and so on and so forth. So I guess it's, once that initial first kill bonus is gone, then it just starts going down relatively quickly. The more you kill the same enemy, not just the same kind of enemy. I don't know if there's also a connection if I were to just farm this, the first enemy over and over, reset every single time, if the ones in the back would then also give me less experience. But I think it's more based on an individual per enemy basis. And there's also just a minimum value that you will get based on your level, I guess, because, yeah. At some point, the experience you get for killing any given enemy is not going to go down until you level up more, I suppose. So you reach a certain minimum based on your level, and the minimum goes down as your level goes up. I hope that makes some amount of sense. Uh-oh. Just had some frame rate drops again, weirdly. Maybe it's just because I was approaching the next area and the game loads the next chunk of data here. Okay. No. Weird. I made a lot of room on my hard drive, so that's not the issue here anymore. I mean, I suppose this area in particular has always been a bit... or is really the only one that gave me any kind of performance issues. Right when I first arrived here. Ronin shoulders, I guess we never got those? Wait, is that right? We had at least two different kinds of... I could have sworn anyway. I guess not? Ronin shoulders? Didn't we get those before? Maybe not. No, we had the Imperial shoulders, which look kind of samurai-like. So, okay, I guess I was just confused about that. We did get the entire bone shoulder set from those claw enemies. So, I mean, I suppose in that sense it makes sense that they're so tanky, because they're wearing full heavy armor that in each, every single part of them, of the set, is socketed with plus, well, a total of 1,200 sharp and blunt armor. Yeah. So, really defensive stuff, obviously. And I wouldn't mind being able to wear this, for example, if, if the upcoming boss is a physical attacker, mostly. I wouldn't mind sacrificing a little bit technomancy armor. Or at least being able to do it temporarily, and not completely being over-encumbered. Anyway, so yeah, I got those. You might have already seen that when I looked over the equipment here. The crystals we got, yeah, this is the one that I talked about that we have 2 of. We also got 2 of these, extra stamina and 2% crit chance if we want that. And 5% sharp armor penetration. Also pretty good. Unfortunately, we only have 1 of those, but definitely something I could see myself putting into my weapon when I have more slots available. One that I definitely want to put in is this plus 15% crit damage. That just seems quite worth it with our high crit build, I suppose. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we got the whole reinforced bone armor. I never actually looked at the helmet. Oh. Yeah. I mean, I suppose it does look like one of those guys, huh? It's certainly an interesting design. I never actually looked at the whole set together, so... I mean, I guess it's kind of cool. We just need a bone cloak to go with it, or something. Not quite sure what that would look like, but... Yeah, okay, I mean, I can dig it, but obviously that's... oh, wait, that's not even 100% encumbrance, never mind. It's, in fact, it's below 90, so this is technically kind of usable, even. Huh. If we just go for light armor here, wow, that's barely above 60. And our defenses, just like that, are... oh wow, 6,000? 6,300, 6,000? I mean, okay, yeah, that's because nothing but defense is socketed in there. Of course, with that we're missing a lot of our bonus, or our damage increases, yeah. But, I mean, okay, if I want to go full defensive, we can do that, I suppose. And if I replace just one other piece, well, not that one. I guess I could replace that to go for slightly higher damage at the cost of some armor. Actually, at the cost of a lot of armor. So, I don't know, maybe not that, but I could, for example... Yeah, use that helmet. That puts me at exactly, you know, as close to the 60% mark as you can be. Still pretty good damage. And over 5,000 armor each. I mean... we could just go with that. I suppose against normal enemies we don't really have to, but we could. Right, I was just about to check... Wait. Graphics. Oh, view distance is down to epic. I guess that's... Oh, I didn't remember putting it there and not changing it. So I guess... Well, I mean, it's mostly been okay, right? I don't know what the fluctuations just now were about. Maybe my PC was doing some update checking or whatever. You know, whatever it is PCs do all the time. Or from time to time, at least. Anyway, we're just gonna move ahead. I don't know. I think I've talked about everything I wanted to address. You know, the whole XP formula maybe being slightly more figured out than it used to be. Oh, right, you're gonna heal. Forgot you do that. Oh, and you're dead. Okay. 125, yeah. So these are... well, that was more experience than the ones near the beginning were giving. Oh, hey, the worm. Sometimes I just can't settle on one thing to call it. Worm, serpent, snake. I guess serpent is kind of... feels appropriate for a creature of that magnitude, you know? So, definitely not a worm. Sorry. Those stupid underwater things, those I'm gonna call worms. And not the cool worm with a Y, but the despicable ones with an O. Yeah, you're trying to heal. Oh, you're succeeding to heal, actually. And I'm not very good at fighting these guys. Okay, so, but see, this one only was worth 100, so, yeah. I guess enemies that are grouped together because they're, like, in the same area must affect each other. So, yeah, there's definitely more complexity going on. But apparently killing those, you know, farming those enemies in the first zone, the first sub-zone, did not seem to affect the... Please, keep attacking. And... oh, wow. Those jerks. Yeah, killing those enemies in the first sub-zone over and over did not affect the experience awarded by the enemies over there in the foresty area. But then again, the enemy just now also gave me 125, just like the first one in the zone, so maybe I had somehow killed the second one already at some point? I guess did I run through here before? Like, I mean, I did run through here once, but I didn't stop to kill anything back then. And now I didn't actually pay attention to how much I got for this one, so rip. Anyway, I mean, again, it's not important, I suppose, not crucially important to know the exact details. It's just, you know, sometimes it's a bit frustrating. Yeah, 125, I guess it's... to be, you know, when it feels like you're so close to having something figured out, so close to understanding. But a couple of things still don't add up. Oh well. Okay, there was a frame rate again. Can we climb here? Oh, yes we can. Definitely seems like they might be hiding something here. A bit out of view. I mean, this is all very climbable. Oh, well, there's something there. In fact, it's next to a body, so it's going to give us some equipment, I think. That's what that usually means. I hope there's also a way back up, but we'll see. Chrono Blade, now that sounds really cool. 1000 XP as well, I'll take it. Oh, it's a twin blade. Swift, of course. A Swifty. Blade Slash, as opposed to... Well, okay, yeah, this one has Marrow and Bone Barrier 2 abilities specific to this weapon. Blade Slash, lunge forward, dealing damage on frontal cone. 354, scaling with agility. 55 flux cost. Time Warp. Lowercase Time Warp. Create a mirror image that keeps your location and health for 8 seconds. Okay. So, as a decoy to attract enemies' attacks. Applies Time Warp buff. Using ability again will teleport you there and restore your health. Interesting. 75 damage and additional 43 from agility. Huh? How does it deal damage, actually? It doesn't mention dealing damage, it mentions healing, but yeah, I don't know. Huh. 90 flux cost. We could just barely use it. I mean, we'll take a look at what it looks like. Oh, yeah, okay. A fancy tech weapon, I guess. That's a cool design. Definitely fits in this universe very well. Kind of also... Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I suppose it fits with the look of the bone armor. The color scheme is not quite right, but I feel like the idea is there. I guess the real bone weapon to use is of course this one, which is also a drop from those bone armor enemies. I wonder if they also have a chance to drop their claws, which, you know, is what you would expect, I guess. Anyway, cool weapons, but we have our weapon of choice. I think I mean, for now I can obviously go back to something a bit lighter. What is this? Templar gloves. Wait. Why was that highlighted as new? That's just the gloves I've been using. More damage, more armor. Honestly, go for a bit more defense. Why not? I don't hate the look of those. So that's a plus. Yeah, looks like we should be able to climb up. Or maybe not, actually? I mean, it's fine. We could just reset. Our checkpoint is not that far back. Almost looks like we might be able to get below that bridge as well. That doesn't necessarily look like you're supposed to go there, but I think we might. We can climb this, but yeah, there aren't really any climbable edges here. Maybe there in the corner? Or can we just go back up here somehow? Also, maybe anomaly? Guess I haven't been scanning very diligently. Maybe there's a way here? No, not really. Okay, so that's a bit odd, unless... oh. Yeah, no, you cannot walk further. So there's actually... collision doesn't quite match the geometry there. So, you'd think that when they put an item down here, they would also provide a way back up. And not force you to respawn. That doesn't quite feel right. Oh, yeah, but you can't just climb here. That is a bit unfortunate. If I could at least... I mean, I might as well try. Yeah. I bumped and fell. If my angle had been better, I might have landed on that weird little edge there, provided it actually has collision. Provided it has collision. Which is never guaranteed, unfortunately. Anyway, that's fine. Do I see something there? No. I see frame drops again. But that's normal at this point. Some juicy crits, and he didn't even get to heal. Nice. Yeah, so this one also dropped to 100. So I guess maybe I had randomly killed that one enemy on the bridge somehow. We'll see if one of these now gives me less than 100. No, this I guess was the first one I killed last time as well, which was worth 125 back then. So this next one here might have dropped down to 85? 80? 75, okay. Another 25 actually. Another 25 less than before. It's gonna be another 100. Yep. No. I'm never ready for the double backstep, and I should be, because that's what they literally always do. Oh well. So, do I want to risk dropping... Wait, no, not here. I want to risk dropping down to maybe explore what's below this bridge, because I feel like it could be possible to get there, as I said. I just don't really feel like there's anything there. Yeah, we could definitely drop to that outer edge and walk along. Again, if the terrain is what it seems. In fact, we might also be able to traverse backwards. I mean, okay, it's just a handful of enemies to kill. Again, if this does not turn out to be anything. Disappointment. Oh well. And the fact that there is this basically untextured block here kinda made me, you know, especially suspicious about this whole endeavor, but look at this space. This would be perfect. Okay, maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe. I did not. Unfortunately. Well, let's see if we can somehow make our way back out of here. What was that sound just now? It sounded juicy. What the heck? There shouldn't be any enemies above me, so I'm not quite sure what that could have been. Yeah, this doesn't look too promising, unfortunately. Maybe the other side looked better? We can almost reach the ledge there, but if it's not set to be climbable, then it won't let me, of course. What? Okay, I mean, and then there's literally nothing, and I climb the, you know, I climb the void. Oh, wait. There, no. Not helpful. Yeah, there is a ledge there. I mean, while I'm just basically exploring out of bounds, as it turns out, I might as well go all in and check out around that corner. Ah, damn it. This is also not going to be it. Whew. If only we could... Oh, we cannot even climb this. I should just reset right away. Because it's clear that we're not actually supposed to be here. Well, I'll at least take a look around the corner. Why not? That's quite the texture right there. Nice window. Climb? No, no climb. Okay, fine. One final reset. No more weird experimentation from here on out. I swear. Unless something looks interesting. Okay. There. No more playing around. 75, yep. Guess we're gonna see if the one guy here is gonna be all the way down to 50, or if the reduction has started slowing down. Maybe it's always been reduced. Actually, you know what? Yeah, those claw wielders started out at 1500, went down to 1200, 900, but yeah, at a certain point it was not just straight up 600. I think it went down to, might even have been 599, and then 299. Yeah, as I said. So it's not, you know, there's some amount of rounding going on, I suppose. Yeah, see, 49. Okay, so it actually went down by more, by 26 points. That's interesting. But obviously it does not go all the way down to 0, so yeah, who knows. We are getting, despite the reductions, we're getting pretty close to that next level up, so that's very nice. Yeah, get stunned. Getting all kinds of lesser crystals, which I suppose is also good. Stomp. Oh wow. Didn't quite kill him. What? Oh. What are you doing, my dude? Can't decide if you want to run away or attack me or what. Okay. 125. Which means I hadn't actually killed that one before. I mean, I looked around on that side and actually found something nice, so one quick look at least on this side of things, because I never did, I don't think, so there definitely could be something, and I'm trying to make sure, yeah, okay, we definitely can return. I do not want to get myself into another situation where I will be forced to reset, if at all possible. Okay, that's above here. There used to be an item below that picked up on my first run through the area. Okay, well, might as well just drop back down here. Yeah, here in this corner there was something. Alright, didn't see anything. Didn't climb on absolutely every rock, but, you know, gotta strike a balance somehow. And that tower over there is where we stopped. We never moved beyond that. Well, technically, I suppose, while riding the snake, we were near... Which one was it, actually? No, it's the tower in the back, right? Not the one up here. Right. Gonna be running over to that one, climb up, over to that one, climb up, and then to the really chunky tower, and then eventually to the leaning one. No, 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 no. Yep, turn around, that's right. I'm gonna get you anyway. Okay, those last two ones were both worth 100. Suggesting that I maybe killed them before? Pretty sure though when I first arrived here, I just took the elevator and did not actually stop to kill any of the enemies here. Or so I thought. There was also an enemy, an item lying like around here by one of the pillars. There could be one hiding behind one of the others. But, you know, if I see something shining from above as I'm exploring the other towers, I'll eventually go back and grab it, but I don't really feel like running all the way around, just in case. I don't know why I'm just getting... I don't know. What's the word I'm looking for? You don't know, of course. Selectively lazy. You know, in some cases I'm gonna exhaustively explore something that very clearly is not gonna lead anywhere. In other cases I'm too lazy to walk for 30 seconds to check something that very well could be hiding a goodie. Oh, we can't actually walk further than this. Not only was there not an item at the end of this path that actually had an enemy guarding it, but I can't even go all the way back, all the way into the back of it. Oh well. Okay, fair enough. Up it is. After we round the tower itself. I mean, I was gonna say I don't see any items over there, and I don't. Also, the camera just casually clips into at least some parts of the geometry here. Not just the camera, my character as well. Okay, we got frame rate stutters again. Yeah, there's just something about this area. I mean, most of it is just perfectly fine. But every now and then, I don't know, I guess there are certain hidden loading zones or something? What else could it be? Where the game just loads certain data and it's just not as smooth as it maybe could be. If okay. Top of the tower has been reached. Got some really big holes in the terrain. I was trying, hoping to be able to fight enemies without the game just completely stuttering like crazy. Okay, this is kind of bad. At least so far it hasn't really been happening while I was in combat, but here, oof, it was not amazing. Anyway, yeah, I didn't have enough flux to use my stomp. That's what I was trying to say. So I just stood there doing nothing. Oh hey, level up. Max. Wait, what? Level 25 is the maximum level? Oh. Really? I did not expect that at all. 6 points. Wait. I mean, why not allow me to level up further then and just... I mean, I guess thanks for the big chunk of points for my final max level reward, but... Can we get an extra bonus out of this? No, not at all. Okay, so we're not gonna even try that. Oh, wait. Unapply those, right? We're not getting... Oh, wait, we're back to getting 50 per point, though. Oh, no, it's just alternates. Weird. So the next point actually does give me 50. Maybe it was never a permanent change to 50 and then back to 25. Maybe it's just... Certain levels give you 25 per point, and then others give you 50, and it just always happened to look for a while when it said 50. In that case, does this ever change? Like the crit chance value here? Doesn't seem like it. We could get that all the way to 29, 30, but it doesn't improve the bonus we get. It stays at 11 for now, so... Yeah, that's not. I guess we can put in an extra point for, you know, 50 constitution or 50 health, as opposed to putting all of our points. Yeah, okay, so at 29 we actually get an extra bonus point. I guess we'll go to 60 strength plus bonus, and then 1 extra point of constitution. are all in on strength. For so tantalizingly close to 400% total damage increase. I mean, it's, you know, it doesn't really matter. Plus, that would be affected by, you know, bonuses we can still put in our armor, of course. Yeah, let's just go to 30 is a good value, and then take advantage of the 50 health for this point of constitution. Sure, why not? Right? That kind of makes sense. I wouldn't mind having agility 25 just because, you know, just because. But it's also obviously not necessary, so yeah, well, I guess we'll just go with this. But what if that last point of strength would allow us to wear certain armor, a certain combination of heavy and medium armor perhaps, that we just otherwise just 1 point short of? I mean, if that's the case, then so be it. This is what I settled on, I suppose. Damage is up to 169. Nice. And I don't suppose much has changed here. Well, I mean, we're kind of close to being able to use this. I guess technically if I could settle on light gloves here, that would be enough. And surely the damage, the armor boost we get from using heavy chest armor outweighs what we lose from downgrading to light gauntlets, right? Well, does it though? I mean, specifically, well, we were using these actually, which don't give that much more armor. 46, 56. $45.54. Well, 4,500, 5,400. Blunt and Charmer. Charmer, yeah. Blummer and Charmer. Blunt armor and sharp armor rating. That's what I was reading specifically, in case that wasn't clear. Which it very well might not have been. Because why would you know what random thing I'm thinking about and mumbling about? Anyway, yeah, I mean, we could do this. We might, actually. And there's nothing irreplaceable in our chest armor at all. We could definitely change that to something else. Even for some sort of middle ground, I guess. Go with... Oh yeah, I was looking at this one. Because I kind of like the look of it, to be honest. Can we combine that? Yeah, we totally can. And how about this? No. Those are very heavy, actually. Okay. Also... we do have our plus 2.5% attack speed in here, which I guess is not irreplaceable at all. And also plus 6 max stamina? Do we really need that? I would say no. We could absolutely just put some extra armor in there if we wanted to. Oh wait, that's not the one I meant to use. Bone gauntlets, there you go. Yeah. Comfortably below 60, but our armor is also only 46, 43, 1600. Okay. Okay, let's just go back to what we've been using. Yeah, I mean, it's an extra like 10% if that's correct. 10, 15, maybe up to 20% resistance to physical damage. So that is probably worth it. But I guess I want to reach another handler location, I suppose, or well, just go visit handler to be able to make some extra adjustments. Because there are some things I guess I would like to change about you know, socketed things. Finding another echo would also be huge, but I think we might have found one in this area. So I guess chances are that there's not going to be another one to be found here. Well, this hole is definitely large enough to drop into comfortably, and there is definitely a platform that we can easily reach. Unlike in that other tower where, you know, it seemed pretty janky and like a bit of a stretch. Oh, and there's an item there, okay. The real question is, does the game allow me to backtrack out of there? Or will I have to teleport? Which would be a bit unfortunate. Also, there's a kind of flashing red light. I don't know if it's supposed to be flashing, I think it's not. It's probably just one of those red lamps, but it might mean that there's an echo. I mean, there could be a boss up there guarding the way to the objective. So having a checkpoint before that would seem appropriate. So why don't we push forward for now, keeping in mind that there is actually something to find there. Looking back to see if there are any items I can see that I missed. I don't see anything from here, so guess not. Also can't see anything glowing from here, which is good to know. Looks like once again we're gonna have to go counterclockwise if we want to ascend, so obviously we're gonna go the other way first. Oh, hello. I was wondering where an enemy could have seen me from that I didn't see. Apparently up on this ledge. Awkwardly. Yeah. Stomp? Okay, that got him. That works. And is there anything underneath this staircase? No, of course not. And of course, there's once again an invisible wall. Serpent friend is here. We didn't need your services. I suppose this also gives you a chance... Oh, this is a bit weird. Don't take me with you against my will when you depart. But yeah, it looks like we could probably hop on if we wanted to. Is that where we just came from? Yes, actually, okay. I'm a little bit worried about one of the random bits of geometry picking me up, but it looked like those tail fins or spikes or whatever didn't have geometry, or didn't have collision to them. Oh, there. Oh, homunculus mirage. So there's actually a homunculus on top of this tower, right above me. Still a bit, you know, ways away from the top. Surprised it already gave me the mirage reset. Oh, yeah. In fact, the homunculus is actually in the middle of the platform here. And there's Handler. Okay, great. So there's just another red light on the bridge for reasons. Oh, and can I actually see the boss standing there? I think that might be him, or I'm seeing something else. I mean, what are words? At this distance, it could be anything, but it does look like maybe a humanoid figure. Piercing arrow, restorative fluids. Okay, well, thanks, I guess. Hello. Back so soon? What are you talking about? Also, how do you exist in at least 6 different places? Yeah, still not further synchronized. It's fine. What did I want to change? I mean, I would like to put in that 15% crit damage thing. Would that outweigh 5% sharp armor penetration by itself? Maybe? I mean, maybe. Hard to say. This is completely offensive, and it's gonna stay that way. Completely defensive, sharp, blunt, sharp. Do we have more? We have a little bit more sharp than blunt armor as it is, right? Right, Technomancy. We could be going for something else. Of course, if I just change this armor for something else entirely. Right here, there's more Technomancy armor, because that's my biggest weakness as far as just balancing things out. Yeah, the 6 stamina points. Honestly, that's not really very useful or very necessary. I guess it's useful. But is it more useful than something else I could put in there? Like, for example, don't we have stamina regen speed? We have... Okay, this is what gives 400 blunt armor. Do we have 400 sharp? We do. But I forget what the offensive use of this is, which might be something I might prefer. Oh, you could reduce armor weight by 5%. That is interesting. I mean, the leg armor is so heavy. The problem is, it doesn't even tell you the exact weight, right? You just have to... I mean, maybe you could figure it out based on the percentages, how the encumbrance percentage changes. I think with the full armor, or with both the body armor, the bone armor, and the leg armor, I was at 66% encumbrance, right? Which is not that far above 60, but I wonder if reducing the weight of the leg specifically by 5% would make enough of a difference. Or maybe reducing the weight of the chest armor, presumably the heaviest piece, maybe that would make enough of a difference? Stamina recovery speed, right. That's the one. I mean, that has to outweigh just 6 max stamina, right? Surely. I think I'm gonna just do that, yes. I mean, are we gonna keep this piece of armor, though? I mean, it's fine. We have another one of these crystals. And we can farm those of those giant, well, yeah, those magic giants at the beginning of this zone. So, sure. Let's do that. And, okay. Uranopolis Lone Tower. A lone, exquisitely ornate tower stands out, its elegant design shimmering with intricate patterns and details. The structure is patrolled by a massive, sinuous serpent. Okay, yeah, it is a serpent. I mean, of course. With iridescent scales gracefully soaring around the tower and casting a protective shadow over its breathtaking beauty. I don't know that the shadow itself is doing a whole lot of protecting, but sure. Also, it's not really iridescent. It's kind of rusty looking, if anything. But sure. A glorious creature, nonetheless. I mean, let's actually see what's on the other side of this bridge, though. Yeah, there's just a light here. Any sneaky items behind pillars? And yeah, there's a person, right? Maybe with heavy armor. Could be friendly, but this looks very much like a boss arena. Yeah. I mean, this makes too much sense. Yeah. Does he have a sword? I think so? Okay, let's see. I mean, I'm not gonna change anything about my armor for now. For now, we're just gonna keep it as is. Oh, blunt. Right, blunt is listed first here, but our sharp armor currently is better. At 3,900, which is decent, I guess, but I mean, we'll see how it works in practice. Sponge skin. Well, we would want to exchange this for the other one. Oh god, we have a lot of potions. Stone shield, yeah. Only 17 of these, but we can craft these. We do have all attributes, yeah. We have a bunch of those, don't we? Is that? Yeah. 18 of those. We have 44 regenerative fluid, which we have here. Concoction strength or all attributes? I mean, we can't use both. They're mutually exclusive. So... I don't know. Of course, using just a single attribute is cheaper, I guess. Because these are... The all attributes once consume one of each of the 4. But still... What else is there? Oops. Oh, these are actually literally all the consumables. It's nice to see them all at once in the grid like this. Right. Greater regenerative fluid. It's also 50% of total health restored over 6 seconds versus 10 for the regular one. I don't think that's that much of a difference. I mean, I suppose 4 seconds can make a difference in, you know, a tough fight, but for now, I'm totally okay with my lesser ones. Dreadguard, blunt penetration, right. We have Jaegers already, I think. Yeah. Not the greater ones. How many of these do we have? The normal Jaegers. 24? I mean, we could craft those into the better ones, right? Consumes 3 of the normal ones. It gives me 2 greater ones. I mean, that's honestly not a bad deal at all. We have plenty of essence. Let's just convert them all. Yeah. Oh, and we can actually make one more because it doesn't consider the ones that we currently have equipped. So we'll just put the greater Jaegers for 60% sharp armor penetration. Basically setting enemy armor penetration to 0, or enemy armor to 0, effectively. Combined with our other sources of armor penetration. Nope. There, make one more. Okay, well, we have a lot of sludge. We could make a lot more of these, but for now I guess we're good. The real question is if I could stop backing out of the menu entirely, without meaning to. What else is there? That would make sense. Increase all damage done, right. We could also do that, but I really only deal one damage type, so... It doesn't matter, really. Maybe there isn't really anything. Technomancers, I mean, nope. Flux shield. Indestructible. All armor ratings by 2000, right. There isn't... I mean, we haven't found any greater shield potions, right? Oh, mighty regen. Oh, yeah, that's a thing. Right, that's a separate thing from... Right, okay, yeah, we do have these. The things that give us max stamina, health. Yeah, exactly, it's right here. A Baron's Blood for max health. I mean, that's a lot of extra health for 90 seconds. That's definitely something I should put on the bar. Mighty Regen is another thing that's another 90-second buff that just gives me that ongoing regen effect. Oh, right, this one actually gives you health and flux. Wow. Yeah, that is mighty for sure. Do we not have a lesser version of that? There's so many. Technomancers Forsaken. I mean, I could make these. The Baron's Blood. Zealot's Tears. Max Stamina. I guess I'm probably most interested in just giving myself massive hit point boost. Flux shouldn't really matter as much. I mean, yeah, extra stamina, I guess. But we have really good stamina regen, so there's that. Debuffs. Well, we'll see if the boss uses any debuffs. So we cannot actually make the mighty regen, or any kind of regen. I mean, this is mighty regen, suggesting that there's just normal regen somewhere in this list. Health regen. Oh, it's just literally... Oh, health regen. I just wasn't looking for this potion. I suppose I was looking for something that looked like this, but... I guess, yeah, this one just combines, yeah. Combines flux regen and health regen. Which means this should be more purple, or, you know, half blue, half red, instead of half green, half red, but okay, sure. Yeah, health regen, 10 of those. I mean, okay, yeah, we put that on the bar, sure, why not? And we cannot craft those, right? No, we cannot. There's probably some sort of enemy. I mean, obviously I got the ones that I have from somewhere. There's probably some enemy I could be farming for those, but... yeah. Haven't looked into that yet, of course. Okay, so what do we have? Normal healing potion, of course. And we got the Jaegers. We got mana potion if we need it. Stone shield. We got all attributes. Let's see. All attributes there. Regen. The regeneration potion. I mean, maybe it would make sense to have some of these on the back, you know, the secondary item wheel, but whatever. Let's just see. What's your name? I can't really read it. Trying to read. Oh, you grabbed me, I think. Nurgle the Blade Master. Yeah, okay, definitely sword using. Let's see. Annoyingly, he has a bit more. Well, not really that much more, but a little bit more. Blunt. Nope. Sharp armor, that is. Compared to blunt. I was trying to heal just now and he didn't? Oh, he grabbed me again. Which doesn't deal a lot of damage. Okay. There we go. Okay. 3... Okay, 3 hits on that. I don't know what he was aiming there. What he was aiming at, not me. Okay, nice crits. Nope. Running out of stamina all over the place. I guess I'm dodging a lot, so that would do it. Ow. Okay, obviously I'm taking a ton of damage here. Okay, he destroys those things. I wonder if blocking would be good here. Oh god. Yeah, that actually doesn't hit as hard as I thought it would. It might. Ow. Okay. Okay. Well, obviously I don't know any of his combos yet, so... And, you know, for the first part of the fight I wasn't even trying to fight, I was just trying to read his name and look at armor numbers and whatnot. So, actually, I mean, he's using a sword. I don't know if he also uses magic, but, I mean, I guess if I really wanted to, I could just try to maximize sharp armor as much as possible, if I want to give myself an advantage. Oh, there you are.
Look who came to visit.
Could we do that? Well, I definitely could give myself more physical armor in some kind of way. This here... I mean, if I do upgrade this, it is going to give me more physical resistance. Yeah. And I could just replace what we're losing here. I mean, losing the 400 Technomancy armor doesn't matter. So I could put in the 7.5 base weapon damage just to not lose any damage, and put in 2 times sharp armor, and that would give me an decent extra boost without sacrificing any mobility or anything. I mean, why not, right? So we upgrade this. Yes. Okay. Well, it does unfortunately have a lot more blunt armor by default. I mean, I say unfortunately, I guess it's not really a problem. I'd prefer it to be the other way around. I guess heavy armor has it that way around. Yeah, oh well. That's fine for now, I think. We're gonna embed crystals. We're gonna, just for the sake of consistency, we're gonna put in this. Sure, why not? And then... Oh, blunt armor. Sharp armor. Yeah, we have plenty of these. That's fine. Yes. 400 sharp armor, and that basically, yeah, means that it has effectively the same sharp and blunt resistance. And still actually decent technomancy, I would say. Of course, if I run into an enemy that, you know, a boss that deals magic damage first and foremost, I'm gonna have to reconsider, but yes, we're gonna accept those changes. Let's see here. I mean, okay, this one, I guess I don't need the 400 blunt, but also I can't easily replace that, so I guess I'm gonna keep that as it is. Maybe just replace this with more sharp armor? Sure. And, yeah. My own damage, I mean, I didn't really pay too much attention, I must say. I guess I got him like halfway down the first health bar segment, so not terrible.
Hello.
Bye-bye. 4,000 blunt armor, 46, 4,700 sharp armor. Somehow not as high as I thought it should be now. But no, it's decently higher than it used to be. Let's see. Plus, he wasn't one-shotting me or anything, but, you know, might as well try to make the best out of what we have available. Stamina delay, agility and recovery per second. Right, we also have 131 stamina recovery, which seems pretty good. Agility and the buff, and strength and the buff, yeah. I could always swap these out for something else, for more health, or maybe even more penetration. Wait, is that an option? Because the boss still has, what, 30-something%? 34, I think, by default, or something along those lines. We do have the cape that gives, yeah, just 10% sharp armor penetration, but I would be losing stamina recovery, actually. So I don't know about that. Do we have a ring that gives... No, I wasn't looking. Wasn't looking at the right thing, that is. We have technomancy penetration on 2 different rings. Attack speed, minus attack power, plus attack speed. If anything, I would take the other way around. Attack power, just straight up. What's swift reflex? Oh, swift reflex is just 10% agility, I think. So, yeah, okay. No extra penetration here. But we do have all of our buffs as well, which I didn't even use. It sure would be nice if we had upgraded our potions, you know, to double duration. Okay, we're gonna use that, and... Oh, well, yeah, I suppose. All the 90 seconds buffs. Maybe we shouldn't have gone for the regen thing quite yet. Okay, he does some sort of magic, I guess. Okay, we dodged this charge.
What are you going to do?
I really need to pay more attention to my stamina. Also, Late Storm. Worth it? Maybe. I don't know. Hard to say. Okay, there's almost 1,000 damage right there. Maybe I should be focusing mostly on just using the Stomp on cooldown. The good news is my hit points are very stable. Oh, okay. What's that? Lightning? Okay, just keep running, I guess. Uh-oh. Okay. taking damage? A little bit. Jump over there? I mean... Apparently not? Huh? Did I not... I don't know if I can jump that. Okay. Only 800 damage this time. Okay. That was 3 swirlies. 2. And I don't know what you were attacking, dude. Thanks for technically giving me time to heal, I suppose, or something. Yeah, what? Is he blind, or...? Oh. It's a tornado. Yeah, so that... I guess after he's done calling lightning, he's gonna slam onto the ground and create a Nova attack kind of thing. Oh, also my buffs ran out. Wow, 90 seconds went by quickly. I guess I will rebuff. I mean, this is not going terribly. Not really expecting to beat him on my second attempt, but oh wow, I dodged that by sheer luck. Regenerating. I guess I haven't actually used a single healing potion yet, which is good. Okay, he's actually more than half dead. Nice. Going well. Yeah, oh, okay, now we got tornado plus lightning. Full on storming over here. Can you hide behind one of these things? Oh god. I might not actually get to find out. Jump it? No, you can't. Wait, maybe I did actually use a healing potion. Oh. Okay, tornado is gone. Jesus. Ow. I say as I barely take any damage from his attacks. Okay. The armor is helping, I think. Plus, well, we do have the 2,000 extra. From, you know, the thing. Can you stomp? Yes, even though the UI showed that I couldn't. Don't trust the UI, basically. At least the actual mana bar is accurate, as far as I can tell. So if I can eyeball that, it's about half full. Okay, yeah. Sometimes he just attacks in random directions, and I don't really understand why. Can I just stand there and tank those attacks? Surprisingly, kind of, yeah. Why don't I drink a Jaeger's and just go full ham? Although, well, that was the worst possible timing. Can I... you know what? Maybe I can shoot him. That's what I was going to try to do, but then I figured, you know, maybe not the time to experiment. Also, heal up before he hits me with the Nova again. I was going to try to take cover. Yeah, that just doesn't work. Don't get hit by... anything. No, surely not. Okay, thanks for barely dealing any damage with that. Heal up. Oh, I'm out of heals. Oh god. No. There. Regen. Whew. I took damage from something as well. Wait for regen to do its thing. Don't die now. That would just be extremely silly. No. It's fine. No need to panic now. Not now. The time for panic is over. Okay, stupid tornado. It's just gonna stick around forever. Okay, at least I dodged the stab. Tornado actually did not stick around forever. Okay, Jaeger. Stomp, actually. Okay. Stamina. Try to at least dodge the obvious things. Oh, he's dead. He's so dead. Jeez. Oh, wow. Tank. Defeat Nurgle the Blade Master while taking a hit from all 3 AoEs. Oh, wow. That was... No, I feel terrible. That was worth an achievement. I didn't do that on purpose. So there was a way to dodge it. And I can only assume that you were supposed to take cover behind one of these. And then... Yeah, I mean, there were like... 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess there used to be one more, right? He destroyed one, so there were 5 of them. And, but wait, if the Nova destroys them, though... No, wait. Clearly it didn't. The AoE did not destroy them, or else they would all be gone. So, maybe only when you actually take cover behind it, then it breaks? So you have to make sure that there are enough left, and he doesn't manually break all of them? Or maybe that's just what it is. You just have to make sure that he does not... You don't fight him near one of these, so he does not break your cover for when you need it for the AoE or something. Because, yeah, jumping clearly didn't seem to work, but I did notice that it wasn't just like those thin concentric rings that, like the Aberrant Knight boss used, for example, when he slammed onto the ground and created the attack you needed to jump. But obviously it was more of a field of damage. Well, anyway, second try. Maybe over-prepared a bit. But, hey, I'll take it. What did we get? I was only paying attention to that kind of insulting achievement. Oh, right, we do have a perk essence. I mean, that's great. And we have the Nodachi. I guess that's what he was using. Sharp two-handed. Isn't Nodachi usually like a two-handed, like a... Yeah. Two-handed sword? Maybe it is, actually. Maybe I was thinking of something else that was more akin to a regular-sized katana, but yeah, maybe... Okay, I might just be wrong. I guess. Fake weeb doesn't even know what a Nodachi is. I feel bad. Ability Tornado. Create a tornado. Okay, so literally just what the boss uses. That's cool. That goes randomly from one enemy to the next, dealing damage over time for as long as they remain within it. 4 damage, an additional 0 from intelligence attribute per instance of damage for a total of 200. Okay, I mean, yeah, that has to be then, you know, ticking really quickly for just, you know, more than once a second, obviously, for restoration. And Whirlwind, spin around, dealing damage with each strike to all enemies in melee range. 480, 60 flux cost. Is that literally just what's on our... What's on the commons, actually? No, that's Bladestorm, that's different again, but okay. I mean, we can use both of those. Theoretically. That was... Wait. Oh, that's... I'm so dumb. Yeah, we can use both of them, but I used neither of them. I used my regular stomp attack, because why not? Okay, so that's the... Whirlwind, Yeah, we get some frame drops again. Thankfully, not really during the fight itself, only after the fight ended, and now, like, dramatically so. What's happening? Game, please. Okay, and this should be a tornado. Okay. Not red like the bosses, just, yeah, more like an actual tornado, I suppose. It lasts for a decent amount. Yeah, still going. Okay. Not bad, not bad. And the weapon itself is actually pretty quick. In fact, it's probably just the same moveset as the good old Claymore, huh? And yeah, I mean the damage is good. It's Mark III. 290 to 317. Actually, we can see how it compares to... That's just a longsword. Where's my Claymore? Dude, where's my Claymore? Oh, there it is. Okay, never actually upgraded that past Mark II. But I'm assuming it would probably be similar. Probably the same, in fact. I mean, it's sharp two-handed slow. It's the same categorization, I guess. Yeah. The abilities are a bit more interesting, I guess. For the Nodachi, that is. Yeah, if I had still been using my Claymore by this point, I guess I would have upgraded to the Nodachi just because, you know... Feels nice to be using the weapon the boss just gave you. Plus, we could use it while staying just under 60% encumbered, so that's definitely a nice bonus. Awesome. Anyway, that worked out really well, needless to say, as I've actually probably already said. That's where we came from, I think. I mean, easy enough to determine. Yes, that's actually the broken the broken tower over there. So do we just drop off here? Seems like... Probably. Oh, wow. What the heck? Wait, how did I not see that before? I guess... I suppose you cannot really see it from the side. You can only see it from this direction. And until I approached the ledge enough, I literally couldn't see it. Do I want to save that for next time? Also because, obviously, we're once again getting massive performance drops. Like, it's actually maybe deteriorating again. Like, I'm not doing anything and the frame rate keeps just jumping. Just randomly dropping by 10 frames and then recovering. I have no idea what's going on. This is really a bit concerning. You know, maybe I should just restart my PC again after a couple of weeks. That might fix it. Maybe it's not a terrible idea. Anyway, yeah, we'll just end on this bit of a cliffhanger. I mean, boss is dead, so we can just end it here. Next time we're going to be back at the homunculus over there. We'll, I mean, I suppose our equipment can just stay the way it is for now. We can adjust, you know, when we encounter another boss that maybe deals a different damage type, we can obviously exchange some of those crystals for something more appropriate. If they're giving us trouble, that is. But we will definitely use our perk essence to upgrade something. Do I just upgrade the potions to make them better? Because, yeah, in the heat of combat, 90 seconds can be over pretty quickly. Yeah, maybe I'll just do that for some peace of mind, I suppose, and to get the maximum effect out of those. We'll see. We will see. And then, of course, we're gonna take a look at that mechanical eyeball thing. Interesting. Now it seems to be just idling, but when I approach the ledge, it sees me? It looked like it was looking at me before. But now it's just ignoring me. Rude. Anyway, we'll see what that's all about. That's certainly intriguing, to say the least. Yeah, let's end on that view, I guess. And I thank you so much for watching, as always. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye!